If you are adopting an animal in the near future, you're going to want to hear Malarkey's story when you start thinking about names. Right at the beginning of the session, I asked Malarkey, what would you like to bring up? What would you like to talk about? And one of the first things he wanted to talk about after he talked about how connected he was with his mom was, I want to talk about my name. And I said, okay, what would you like to talk about? He said, well, my name might have fit in the past. I'm not sure I want that associated with me now that I'm a mature adult. And he said, I know I used to be a certain way when I was young. He said, I'm not that way anymore. And I'm just not sure it's really fair. He said, I've matured and I'm not sure my name suits my current self. He said, a name is important. A name can help people understand who you are. And I feel like I'm being kind of set up for failure. And I said, oh, okay. And right away I said, would you like to be called something else? And he said, hmm, definitely something with a sir, which was funny. I found out later his mom would always say sir, would call him sir just as like a little nickname occasionally. So it was funny. And I said, well, what? And he said, I'm thinking. So we later on in the session, he came back around and he said, I've got it. It's Sir Charles, which was hilarious. But consider this, right? So when Malarkey was little and he was crazy and he was wild, right? That name really fit, and so that's what they called him. But as he got older and he became more mature, he was like, "This is not me anymore, and it's not really fair." A name is important. I thought that was a really interesting thing to bring up. So if you are considering a name, remember Malarkey. Now, Sir Charles Malarkey is his official name, which is hilarious. He likes his new name. Mom still makes mistakes, but he actually comes to Sir Charles. Um, keep that in mind. Make sure that you realize that these animals grow up and they become more mature and more evolved, just like we do, right? So make sure the name suits. And if you're interested in doing a session, see my link in bio, and I'm happy to ask if your animal likes their name or if they prefer something else.